What's up, y'all? We got 69 tips and tricks for 7 days to die off of 21. Let's get right to it. All right, first thing you should be doing as soon as you get in the game is jumping on these initial quests up here. Once you finish those initial quests, you're gonna want to stick to one attribute at the very beginning. You can branch off later, but it's best advised to stick to one attribute. Okay, you have perception, where you have rifles, explosives and spears, lucky looter, salvage operations. Within the strength, this is the one I suggest you start with. This is one that I've done many playthroughs with. Pummel Pete for clubs, Skull Crusher for sledgehammers, boomstick, shotguns, heavy armor pack mule, master chef. This is a great starter area. There's fortitude. This is one of my favorites as well. Brawler, fist weapons, machine guns. You get pain tolerance, cardio, iron gut, these kind of things. Agility is also a very good starter one because archery, sneak kills with archery is great. Early game, pistols is okay. I'm not a fan of pistols. And bladed weapons. Run and gun is very helpful. Light armor, parkour, and the sneaky skills. Parkour can save your ass. If you get it up to level 2, you can jump 2 meters, which means you can jump out of range of zombies. You can jump up onto things that they can't. All right, next up we have intellect. You have batons, robotics, bartering skills, physician for medical items, advanced engineering, lockpicking, grease monkey for vehicles. This is also a good one. Last playthrough I did, I went through this and I had a motorcycle on like day 8. Next tip is do not sleep on the stun baton. Stun batons, they get a lot of hate. They can really save your ass. That shock is a motherfucker. Next thing is the stun baton repulsor mod. This thing, you can knock down a group of zombies like bowling pins. Catch them right. Once you get a few skill points spent, you're gonna want to make your way to the trader. After you get to know the trader a little bit, the next thing you want to do is find a POI to take over, just somewhere to call home. The POIs are labeled 1 through 5 skulls to indicate the difficulty, and then there's also orange skulls on top of the red ones based on the biomes. Another tip, if you see a doghouse or a kennel of some sort around, that is a good indication that there's a dog somewhere nearby. Once you have a place cleared out, you're going to want to get back to the trader and take some jobs. Sometimes during these buried supplies quests, when you shrink the circle, you'll get a small group of zombies to attack you, so just beware of that. And at the end, you will get attacked when you grab the stuff out of the supplies. Once you reach tier 2 with the traders, you'll get access to infested jobs. These will be of the previous tier, but there will be more zombies and they will be stronger. You get more ferals and radiateds, but there's also, it's a high risk, high reward kind of thing. There's a nice big chest. Bitch. There's a nice big chest at the end. It's flat full of ammo and shit. So it is definitely worth taking those. Fucking up my speech. Skank. So before starting a quest, if you like, something I like to do, especially if I have a wrench, is I will double wrench these vehicles. Wrench things like the vehicles, hit the mailboxes, and then start the quest, and they respawn, and you can do it all over. If you're having a hard time getting up somewhere, you can do what we call a nerd pole. You can get over fences this way, you can get up to high points and make your way back down. Nice and safe. When you're doing a quest, you need to be wary of the quest range. You'll see that the stay within thing, check mark will turn from green to yellow, and then from yellow to red. This is the barrier here. A lot of times you'll be on a vehicle and you'll go flying through it and then not even realize it, and you fail your quest. This happens pretty much most of the time if you're doing a fetch quest, you forget to get the courier satchel. So the 4 different biomes give you different loot stage bonuses because of their difficulty. The Pine Forest, you get no added loot stage because it's the easiest. Next up is the desert. You get slightly higher loot stage from the desert. Next up is the winter biome, slightly higher again. Here in Navezgane, we have the burnt forest still, which seems to qualify as desert. Finally, we have the wasteland that offers the highest loot stage, as well as the highest skulls. Something very important to keep an eye out for is cooking pots in kitchens. You're gonna want to avoid or destroy trash like this on the ground that makes noise. It'll help you stay sneaky. Advisable, especially early game. You can try to get sneak kills like that with your bow. Even with a primitive bow and stone arrows, you can sneak snipe your way all the way through POIs to begin with for the most part. You're gonna want to loot toilets, water coolers, things like that to get murky water, which you can boil into drinkable, clean water. Your stamina sucks early in the game, so be wary of that. It will get you fucked up. You're gonna want to harvest tree stumps that you come across, because you'll occasionally get a jar of honey, which can save your ass once again if you have an infection. If you're in a pinch and you're dying of thirst or hunger, you can eat a vitamin in order to eat sham sandwiches to not get dysentery. And as well as the murky water, but you still take the health damage from those items. Something you can do if you're in a pinch, you can drop a block in the doorway. If you find yourself lost, often lanterns and lights will show you the way. It's a good idea early game to get your hand on some nerdy glasses. These will give you a +1 intellect, reduce crafting time, and give you 10% XP gain. A lot of times you'll find them randomly in loot. You can find them for sale at the vendors. Another good thing to find early game is the Lucky Looter goggles. These give you a bonus to your loot stage, as well as reducing the radius of the circles of the digging jobs, either the buried treasures or the buried supplies. An important item to find early game is a wrench. You'll often find them under cabinets like sinks. These are ideal, very important to get early game. Once you get a wrench, you'll be able to take apart all kinds of things. One of the main things is taking apart cars. You get gas, raw iron, pipes, headlights, springs, electrical parts, mechanical parts. You'll get engines, batteries. You get all kinds of stuff that you can sell if you need to get a good amount of money. Also, with a wrench, you can get your hands on forged steel by wrenching several different things, including these street lights, gas pumps, vending machines that don't work. You can use your wrench to scrap almost everything that looks like it has electronic parts in it, including speakers, TVs, computers, signs, clocks, and lights. If you're looking to scavenge electrical parts, you're going to want to head to the Mopower Electronics. They have plenty of different items you can scrap for electronic parts. From the beginning of the game, you're able to craft these clothing pocket mods. They're a bit expensive on the cloth parts, but each one you can put in a piece of clothing, which is shirt, overcoat, and pants. So from the get-go, you can free up 3 more spaces. You may find treasure maps also in loot. If you use them, it will put it nearby to where you are when you used it. So I suggest doing it near your home, your base. Once you complete tier 1, which take about 6 or 7 quests, I think, depending on what the quests are, you can get a bicycle for free. This is hugely important for getting you around so you're not walking everywhere. It has a small bit of inventory space. Very helpful. Vehicles take significantly higher damage in this alpha as opposed to the previous one. You used to be able to run zombies over all day long. Not anymore. If you hit one, you take a big chunk of damage off of that vehicle now. Another option for your reward for tier 1 is getting these water filters. These are needed to make a dew collector, which will provide you passive water income basically. If you need the bicycle, which most people do, you can also alternatively buy a water filter. They're pretty expensive, 2,250 coin. It's a good bit, but you can get that pretty easily just from doing some jobs for him. If you're over encumbered when you go to a POI, something you can do is stick a storage chest. Make a storage chest and stick it outside. Just make sure you don't put it down within the boundaries, because if you do and then you activate the quest, everything within the boundary disappears, so you can lose all your shit. So either put it outside the boundary or start the quest first and then place it down. You can get scrap polymers from trash cans, from janitor carts, cardboard boxes, tilt trucks, coolers, as well as luggage. If you need cloth and some dye, and this is where you're gonna want to go, Savage Country. You will find tons of clothing all over this place, and some of them will have dye in them. If you need paper for whatever reason, you can get it from cardboard boxes, as well as these pallets of paper. This is kind of a hack, but if you're looking for books, which are a big way of how you level up and unlock new recipes, find a cracker book. If you're looking to get more Forge Ahead books for workstations, put points into lockpicking. Lockpicking is the only skill that only gets you Forge Ahead books. Advanced engineering will help as well, but it will also get you more traps books and electricians books. If you're trying to get vehicle books to unlock the vehicles, you're going to want to put points into Grease Monkey. If you're looking to get more big hitters books, which increase the quality of your clubs, you want to put points into Pummel Pete. If you're looking to get more sledgehammer books, the Get Hammered books, then you boost it by putting points into Skull Crusher. If you're looking to get more Sharp Sticks books, the Spear books, you're going to put points into Spear Master. If you're looking to get more Furious Fist books, the Brawling magazines, you're going to put points into Brawler. If you're looking for more Tech Planet books, you're going to put points into Electrocutioner or Robotics Inventor. If you're looking for more handgun magazines, you're going to put points into Gunslinger. If you're looking for more Rifle World magazines, you're going to put points into Deadeye. If you're looking for more Tactical Warfare magazines, you're going to put points into Machine Gunner. If you're looking for Shotgun Weekly books, you're going to put points into Boomstick. If you're looking for more explosive magazines, you got to put points into Demolitions Expert. Yeah, I know that was a lot of tips. That should have just been one tip. I don't give a shit. I got to fill some of this shit in somewhere, so kiss my ass. If you're looking to sell a level 1 item, scrap it first, because the sell value of just the item is not much, but it is a little bit more. Before you sell something, you want to make sure that it's fully repaired. The sell value is going to increase if it's based on the durability. So 345 for the slightly used wrench. We repair it, and price goes up to 453. Something else you want to consider: if you have mods that you're not using, if you mod an item, you will get substantially more value out of the combined price than if you would selling them individually. Another note, you want to put your mods on the highest quality level item that you have, because it increases the value even more. Another thing to consider before selling: you can get sugar butts out of the vending machines. I believe you can get awesome sauce out of the vending machines as well, but these will increase by 10% and 20% your buying and selling value. So just a sugar butts will take this from 842 to 926. If you combine that, and these do stack, sugar butts and awesome sauce do stack, you get substantially higher, 1100. Something else you're gonna want to do is do quests and looting, traveling during the day. At nighttime, you're gonna want to work on your base. At nighttime, if you stick to standard rules, the zombies become sprinters, become much more dangerous. So stay at home at night. Something to keep in mind, scaffolding ladders. You can shoot straight through. You can also throw items through, explosives, throwables. Keep that in mind. I don't believe the zombie puke can hit you through it as well, which is nice. Something I highly suggest, something that I do often, is use hatches to create choke points. With these points, you can freely pop the hatches up to give yourself a place to swing through or shoot through, and they're also repairable. Prepare for Horde Night, you're going to want to set up multiple choke points, even if you don't think you'll need them, just in case. It takes 7 hours to get from 0 to 100% infection. Now, standard game time is 1 game day is 1 hour real time. So what that means is that it takes you 7 days to die.